Today we're doing a deep dive on something totally new. It's called the business of CX. And it's not just the content, it's how they're delivering it that's about to blow your mind.
All right, lay it on me. What's this business of CX thing all about?
The business of CX, where AI meets us, innovation flows, and knowledge grows.
So who's the mastermind behind this AI podcast?
The man behind the curve is Jorge Herrera. And this isn't just some tech bro jumping on the AI bandwagon. We're talking 2 decades, 2 whole decades this guy's been.
Now you've got my attention.
The business of CX.
Wow, you've really outdone yourself this time with these articles. Some seriously mind-blowing stuff about the future of AI in healthcare. I'm talking AI that can diagnose you just by using your phone, robots running entire clinical trials, even surgeons using AI to remove tumors with incredible precision.
And the really amazing thing is we're not just talking about some far-off future. A lot of this is already being piloted and implemented, especially in the US and Europe, but also some emerging markets are jumping in head first.
It really does feel like things are changing at lightning speed. But before we dive into the specifics, maybe we should take a step back and, talk about the timeline for all of this.
Yeah, for sure. And while AI has massive potential to totally revolutionize healthcare, it's not going to happen overnight. We're looking at a gradual rollout of these different technologies, with some probably impacting us sooner than others.
So more of a marathon than a sprint then.
Exactly. It's going to be a phased approach, each stage building on the last. For example, innovations in diagnostics, personalized healthcare, those are likely to become widely available relatively soon.
Okay, so AI is going to be weaving itself into healthcare in these different stages. But let's dive into some of the specific innovations that are really going to shake things up, starting with OpenAI and those autonomous agents they're working on. By 2025, they want to have these things like streamlining clinical trials, which, as we know, are famous for being super complicated and time-consuming.
It's definitely ambitious, but if they can pull it off, the impact on drug discovery and, actually getting those treatments to patients could be huge. Imagine these AI agents managing those really intricate logistics of global trials, making sure everything's compliant with regulations, handling patient data, basically taking care of all those bottlenecks that slow down the whole process of getting those life-saving treatments out there.
Yeah, especially for diseases like pancreatic cancer, where time is absolutely critical. But for these agents to really work, they'd have to integrate into the healthcare systems that are already in place, right?
Yeah, for sure. OpenAI keeps saying that these agents are designed to be platform agnostic, meaning they can work with all the different software and electronic health record systems that hospitals and research institutions are already using. But of course, they need to get the green light from regulators first for these agents to actually be used. They'll have to prove that they're super reliable and follow all those strict regulations from the FDA, the EMA, you name it.
So it's like they need to prove they can play by the rules and actually deliver on what they're promising now. Speaking of playing by the rules, Microsoft is going all in on personalized healthcare with their souped-up Copilot. They're calling it a superpowered personal health assistant. And from what I've seen, it could totally change how we manage our own health day to day.
Yeah, think about it. You've got Copilot seamlessly integrated into your life, reminding you to take your meds, booking appointments, even going through the data from your wearables and flagging any potential issues for your doctor so you can catch things early on.
That's like next level proactive healthcare, especially for people dealing with multiple health conditions. But wouldn't Copilot need access to tons of data from different places to do all that? Sounds like a logistical nightmare.
You're right on the money there. Full platform integration is key for Copilot to really shine. It needs to be able to talk to hospital systems, pharmacies, wearable devices, you name it, basically every single player in the healthcare game. And that's where interoperability becomes so important. And also a major challenge because not everyone's playing on the Microsoft platform.
Yeah, makes you wonder how easy it'll be to get everyone to work together now on the topic of reaching a wider audience. Google's doing some really interesting stuff with AI-powered diagnostics and digital health IDs, especially their collaboration with India's Ayushman Bharat digital mission.
What's so cool about that initiative is the focus on accessibility, bringing the power of AI diagnostics to communities that really need them. Imagine diagnosing diseases like tuberculosis just by analyzing a cough on a smartphone, no matter where you are, or whether you can even get to a doctor.
That be a game changer, especially in those remote areas with limited access to healthcare professionals. But how do they make sure these AI diagnoses are accurate and reliable, especially when we're talking about something as important as healthcare?
That's where all the rigorous testing and validation comes in. Google's working hard to make sure their AI diagnostic tools meet the highest standards for accuracy and reliability. They're also super aware of the whole security and privacy issue with sensitive health data. So their partnership with ABDM uses those security features that Google Wallet has so people can store and control their own digital health records securely.
It's great they're focusing on data security because that's a big concern with AI and healthcare. And speaking of data security, Meta seems to be tackling those concerns head on with their latest AI model, Llama 3.2.
Yeah, the really interesting thing about Llama 3.2 is that it processes everything locally. So instead of sending your medical images or data up to the cloud for analysis, it all happens on secure servers right there in the hospital or clinic.
So the AI does its thing without the data ever leaving the building like an extra layer of protection.
Exactly. And that directly addresses one of the biggest worries people have about AI in healthcare, data breaches and privacy violations. With Llama 3.2, hospitals and clinics can use AI to analyze medical images and data while still following all those strict privacy regulations like IPI and GDPR.
Sounds like they're trying to find that balance between innovation and responsibility, which is crucial in healthcare. So we've talked about AI making trials smoother, personalizing healthcare, bringing diagnostics to more people, and even keeping our data safe. But what about surgery? Can AI revolutionize the operating room too? That's what Mercy Medical Center is figuring out. They're using AI to perform breast cancer surgery with incredible precision.
It's a perfect example of AI going from theory to reality. They're using AI to create these crazy detailed 3D models of tumors just from MRI data, basically. Surgeons are going into surgery with a much clearer picture than they'd get from traditional 2D imaging, so they can operate with way more precision.
And that level of precision could make a huge difference in how well the surgery goes, minimizing damage to healthy tissue. That's a total game changer, especially for those really complex surgeries where precision is everything. But I imagine it takes a lot of skill to use this technology, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's not enough to just have the technology. You need surgeons who know how to use it to its full potential. It really highlights how important ongoing education and training is in medicine to make sure healthcare professionals can take advantage of these AI-powered tools.
From using AI to bring healthcare to people who need it most, to robots that can run clinical trials, it's amazing how much ground we've covered just talking about AI's potential to completely change healthcare.
It's definitely an exciting time to be following all this. The speed of these innovations is mind-blowing.
Totally. And while it's easy to get caught up in the excitement, we have to remember that to really unlock AI's full potential in healthcare, we need to be smart about it.
Yeah.
We have to deal with all those regulations, make sure patient data is secure, and figure out how to pay for all this amazing but expensive technology.
You're absolutely right. It's not just about the technology itself, but how we use it responsibly. And that takes everyone working together, researchers, healthcare providers, people making policies, tech companies, everyone.
Collaboration, that's the key word, because at the end of the day, healthcare is about people. It's about making sure everyone, no matter who they are or where they live, can get the best possible care.
Couldn't agree more. And as we move into this unknown territory where AI and healthcare are coming together, we have to ask those tough questions like, how do we make sure everyone has access to these advancements? How we bridge that digital divide so everyone benefits, not just a select few?
Big questions for sure. And as we wrap up this deep dive, one thing is crystal clear. The future of healthcare is being shaped right now, and AI is leading the way. It's our responsibility to make sure that future is a bright one for everyone.
Well said, and that's a wrap on this deep dive into AI and healthcare. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey. As always, we'll keep our eyes peeled for the latest breakthroughs, and we'll be back soon with even more insights into the future of AI and its impact on our world.